Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen and BLOO.
Hello.
Unfortunately for you guys, we were backstage having our own little conversation before I realized what time it was.
And it was really interesting too. It was a great conversation.
Yes.
It really, really was.
Oh, Lordy. How are you this this morning, I should say. It's not evening.
Up. I'm still waking up. I had to wake Tanny up again this morning. He slept through the alarm. Yeah, that was fun.
All right, let me go ahead and get us started, and then we'll come back.
Oh, okay, then.
There. Now we're ready to start. Good evening. I at least did. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I just got a notification that Tony over at Kettle Kitchen and BLOO from BLOO.
Oh, maybe we should close this down and hop over there real quick.
Yeah, I think maybe we should. Hey.
Better yet, why don't we just stay here, and if he wants to, he can come over.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Hey, yeah, definitely. Cheek.
I was gonna say, while it might be my evening and your morning, we're both sultrily hot, humid, and mine's getting worse. I don't know about yours. In 2 days, it's supposed to jump another 11 degrees. We're supposed to be 108 degrees by Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, like here at the moment, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 18 degrees Celsius already, which is 18. Is no, not 180. You weird thing. Hang on. At 65.
It's 8 p.m. here, and it's still 91. Yeah. We don't start getting any cool down until about 1:30 to 5:30, somewhere in there, and then it starts back up the other direction again.
Well, that's, the outside temperature. But our house is built for winters, very cold winters. So it's 15 degrees hotter indoors.
Right.
So if you take that into account, it's like 30 degrees inside. And that's 86.
That's warm.
Plus it's 10 degrees hotter in the loft.
So needless to say, you're not going to the loft.
I'm not. I'm going nowhere near the loft. It can blow up for a week here. That's fine. I can do whatever it likes. No,
Okay.
not happening.
Well, let's say hi to everybody. We got Tiffany from Canadian Family Life. Hello.
Hi.
Lori prepping for heaven. Rena LaRue. Teresa Jukiewicz is in the house. Oh, Mr. Tom Garvey from the Sunday Dinner Chef is in with us. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Oh, it seems like a lot of people are dealing with heat, so it is what it is. So, how you doing? Everything going okay?
Yeah, just hot.
Just trying to wake up, actually.
Our temperature at the moment is like what our highs have been all year. That's been the hottest it's been all year. is at the 18 degrees.
Right.
So the fact that it's actually getting hotter and hotter is killing us.
Yes.
No. But it's all good. It's fine. It's fine.
It is
I'm
what
just
it
being whiny.
is. So, just so everybody knows, Miss BLOO is up to 931 subscribers.
I might be, yeah.
Yeah. And I've reached a point where I'm only 4 away from 1,600. So,
Ooh.
Seems like it's taken a long time this last year, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think if things keep going the way that they are, I've got this feeling. Yeah. So if things keep going the way that they are, I'm going to hit 950 uploads at the same time as I get 950 subscribers.
Well, that's okay. Nothing wrong with
that. Kind of cool. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Yeah.
Yes.
That's cute. Yeah.
So what I thought we'd talk about, I mean, it doesn't have to be the whole evening, but I thought what we would talk a little bit about tonight is the upcoming collaboration, which is going to be The World is Your Dinner Plate.
Yes.
And that is going to be 30. The hope is 31 channels putting out a video each day of a country that starts with the initials from their channel. So mine was Kettle Kitchen. Unfortunately, I got one letter to choose from, so I can have K or K. Yours is a little easier to explain because you have B for blues, S for self, and R for reliance. You could have picked any of those letters.
Yes.
And so you get the gist of it. We ask for a dish or a meal, whichever you choose. We also want a picture of the country on a world map so people can see where it's located.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Aww.
I appreciate that. And we want a picture of the flag, and then we ask for 5 interesting facts, regardless if it's population or how large the country is or whatever, just 5 interesting facts about the country. So we're hoping you guys all like it. I do know the ones that have committed to it. We've got a wide range of countries coming in. It's not all Middle East. It's not all Asia, not all, you know.
I'm actually really pleased with the fact that people have actually really embraced this.
Yes.
And gone, actually, let's do something that is completely outside our comfort zone.
Right.
And do something that from somewhere that we really don't know about. Because the one common denominator that we all have across the world is food.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't matter what we believe, it doesn't matter what our politics are, doesn't matter any of that stuff. The one common denominator that we have is food.
It is.
You know, we all eat.
Everybody seems excited about doing it too. So that's another one. So
absolutely. Yeah. Food does bring people together, Laurie.
Yes,
it does.
It does.
And I think if more discussions were held over dinner than over in Parliament, we'd probably have a lot better situation going on. Do you know what I mean?
I get it because while it may be Parliament over there, it might be Congress over here. So you know every country's got its issues, and we understand that. But this was a chance for us to, because I really tie into the thought process BLOO has. You know, let's just get to know a country. Let's just get to know something about them. Let's get to know, maybe what their cuisine is that we may not know.
Take away the fear of knowing about other people's cultures.
Yes.
And take away the stigma that you may already have of that person's country by learning something more important about them.
I agree.
You know, about the people. I mean, I think exercises like this help us to open our eyes to the reality of what goes on in an actual country and what is more about the people and also, you know, it also gives us a little bit of empathy towards them that we may not have had to start with.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just about the food that we're doing with. We're looking for genuine facts that are something that it's not about population and stuff like that. It's actually looking at the nuts and bolts of people.
I think Tom just said he finished his video already today.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he starts in the first week, so that would make sense. That's actually good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Should we run through and tell people, not tell them who's doing it, but tell them which countries are going to be displayed?
That would be awesome.
All right. So we have Haiti,
Mm-hmm.
Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
Singapore,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm really interested and intrigued by, Denmark, Morocco, Costa Rica, Nicaragua. I always pronounce that interestingly.
It's all right.
Finland, Hungary, Wales, which I know you're intrigued by that one.
I'm really intrigued by that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Japan,
Mm-hmm.
Austria. Here's one I didn't expect to see. Malawi.
Yeah.
Yep. France, Latvia.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by that one.
I'm loving this.
Thailand,
Yeah.
Germany, Vietnam, Italy, Greece, and Burundi.
Yeah. Malawi's in Africa, darling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and
is
Kuwait.
Burundi.
Kuwait is the
And
other one.
Kuwait. See,
Yes.
this is the thing. People haven't gone. Yes, there's some there that you could turn around and say, yeah, but that's normal. But it's like, hang on a second. If you're not from there, you've now got to go and research this. This isn't about having American Italian.
Right.
Or British Italian. Because if that was the case, and they came up and they put cream in their, say, for example, a carbonara,
right,
that would be absolutely wrong and not Italian. This is about actually going and finding legitimate recipes from those countries and how they do it. This is not about how we do our interpretation of their their recipes. And it's going to be amazing. It really is. I'm actually looking forward to it.
I am too. And I think I'm really more impressed with those that had no hesitation and jumped right on board.
Mm.
And, well, hello, Garden State so-and-so.
Hey.
I think what I'm impressed by also is the excitement they're having about it,
Yes.
And I was blown away by that because I thought there'd be a little bit more intimidation about it because of how involved it is. It's not just your normal throw it together, call it a good day, but it's not overwhelmingly hard either,
What I really love about this whole thing is the concept, the idea, the name, all of that stuff was started by a kid.
A 12-year-old came up with this collaboration.
12-year-old Jaden, who is Ryan's son.
Yes.
From Heavenly Helms Homestead.
Yes.
Jaden came up with this concept and this collaboration. And as far as I'm concerned, you know what? You've got to get on board with that. You've got to. Because as far as I'm concerned, we need to encourage our children to learn more about their world.
Yeah.
I know there's people who get really cross about a whole globalist view of things. But, quite frankly, if you don't know about other people's countries, you're going to have some kind of view about them that may not be genuine. because it's just what you've heard.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know, the fact that he's come up with this and gone, Dad, can we do this? Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Behind
one thing I want to stipulate, it goes exactly with what you just said, but
yeah,
I don't want anybody to give me credit, give BLOO credit, give Ryan credit. You want to give credit, send a comment on Ryan's channel and say, Jaden, what a wonderful idea. We loved it.
Yeah.
Building that kid's not ego, but his confidence up.
His confidence.
That he came up with a good idea and it was a good plan. That would be more beneficial than anything would.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think this is great. It is absolutely fantastic.
This year, I think we kind of decided when we talked, and I know we said we may change it, but I think as of right now, because we're just trying to inform people, I don't think there's going to be a giveaway associated with this.
No.
But we'll do a review of which countries were involved, which channel provided it, you know, any information we'd like to throw out at them to say, here's what we thought worked well, what didn't, what looked really good, what didn't look good. So go ahead.
I just wanted to say exactly to Tom about bringing everyone to the table.
Got it. Can you chit chat for just 1 second, please?
Yeah. So there we go. That's our newest project, which we are doing on behalf of Jaden, because frankly, you know, kids need to be encouraged. And I think this started off, I'm not sure, but I think it had something to do with a homeschooling project to do with geography. And that's where the idea came from, I think.
A project of doing yogurt on your feet?
Hang on a second. Sorry.
Oh, now I'll chit chat for a little bit. She had to take a phone call. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I think it's just really important that we give him a lot of credit because he is the one that came up with this. Then Ryan approached me about it, and I was like, yeah, why wouldn't we do it? The issue that we run into, though, is that he is a child, so I don't know that you're ever going to get to see him because that's something Ryan and him have to be willing to do. Ryan's channel is Heavenly Hills Homestead. His son doesn't have a channel. So if you want to go over and leave comments or whatever, then you can go over to their channel and leave the comments as you need to. I'm not sure what it was, but something humored you.
Yeah, that was Muzz.
Oh, still on the pasta bread thing?
It's something to do with cinnamon. Is vanilla extract actually vanilla essence? And I'm like, honey, I'm live. And she's like, oh shit.
That's funny. Anyways, I was just saying, I think it's really important. I said, I was telling everybody, don't hold your breath about being able to get to see Ryan or Jaden, because that's something Ryan and Jaden have to decide on.
Yes.
We also have to. Michelle went down her rabbit hole.
Oh, look out. Awesome.
They're super excited about theirs. Did some research today. Spoiler alert, Vietnam.
Woohoo.
And there's Miss Annette has joined us. Good morning to you. So I think what I'm going to have to do, because it slowed down today on communication, I think I'm going to have to put out a calendar in the morning. I'll get it done tonight. And then I'll just have to put TBA on there until it fills up the rest of the way. So, but I want to I want everybody to have the same opportunity Tom's had, because Tom already knew what his date was, because I wanted him to know that it worked for him. So I want to give as much time for each, especially in that first week, people having an opportunity to get their stuff done. Now I've talked to 3 of the 5 people in the first week. They already know about it. There's 2 that don't. So I got to get the information out to them. So,
no, I get it.
Yeah. So anyways, other than that, I would have had a full schedule out by today. That was my intention, but that didn't quite work out. So
it's all good.
It is what it is, right, sister?
It is what it is. It's fine. But if you are interested in being a part of it, and then shoot him an email.
Yeah, Give me an email and tell me, hey, what is this all about? I need to know, and I'll get it to you as soon as I can. So
yeah.
When we're especially in the setting up part of collaborations, I'm pretty on top of the emails. So
yeah. Aw, Tom, that's lovely.
Tom, you're so awesome. You are such a great supporter. Yep. We appreciate you. We really do. I don't think you really know how much we appreciate you. So thank you.
Hi, Michelle. Oh, far out.
All right. Oh. So you got at least the countries thus far.
Yes.
It will go from August 1st to August 31st.
Mm-hmm.
The intention is one video a day, so you guys don't get overwhelmed. If we end up, because the way the emails went out, if we end up with a couple that might have doubles, it won't be majority of the days won't be. And I have the first 16 days already slotted out. The others, there's hit and miss in there. So, you know, we're good to go. It's just a matter of getting it out there so everybody knows what's going on. So
yeah, absolutely. That's cool.
Just have fun with it. That's what I'm asking. I
mean, like, you gotta have fun with it, right? If you're not having fun doing what you're doing, then what are you doing it for? You know,
that almost sounded confusing, but it wasn't. For me.
No, it's not confusing. It's simple.
It's simple, but confusing me.
Well,
this bottle of water is confusing me today, okay? Thank you, Michelle. So, there was something else I was going to bring up, and I can't remember what it was. Somebody asked me the other day, and you and I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to overwhelm the information I'm throwing out there because I don't want to confuse it with this new collaboration coming up for August. They asked me if we were going to do a barbecue collaboration, and I just repeated the same information the last time we talked. It's going to be called The Rub, and it will be about making homemade rubs or seasonings for that time of year. So.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And it doesn't even have to really do with barbecue necessarily. If it's a homemade season or a spice that you use, a mix of it, but it's got to be a mix. You can't just get a bottle of cayenne pepper and say, look what I did, you know?
Yeah.
So.
You know, I got a few.
I got a few.
I
know Michelle and Tom and Annette probably have a few.
And I got a whole series.
Yes. Rub, I like it, says Tom.
Yeah. Yep.
I really wish we didn't have the copyright issue because I would so make rub it in as part of my intro.
You can do that as long as you sing it.
Ooh, maybe I could talk Tom and his group into doing an intro like that. Hello, Troy. Thank you for coming in. Nice to see you. A few who was not the question. It's a few what, Lori. And that would be I think it was with the rubs we were talking about.
Yeah.
That we each have a few, I think is what we were talking about.
Yes. So are we actually just doing the rub for that one, or are we cooking after it?
I think I'm trying to mellow it down so it's not overwhelming and you don't actually have to do the barbecuing. It might open it up for a few people that don't have a barbecue or a grill or something like that, but they do have the rub or the spice mixture or something like that.
Yeah. Having spice blends are awesome, and the more that you have, the better off you are.
Right.
You know.
Well, we'll try it out, and if it works out to where more people want it to be cooked, then we can look at that for next year. So
yeah. Well, see, my way of thinking is this: when it comes down to rubs and things like that, is you might have to eat rice and beans for 30 days. But if you got 30 different spice blends, you got 30 different dishes.
Yes.
You know, that's completely different, and it changes every single one of them.
Right.
So, you know, that to me, yeah, that's the staples, isn't it? Really,
It's a win-win. You can't lose by
no.
As long as you know what that tastes like and what it goes with, you should be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Absolutely. Yep.
There's Tom again.
Off the cuff
rubs.
Yeah. I mean, that's another idea, because sometimes we make ourselves seasoning blends that you think, oh yeah, we're gonna chuck in a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of something else, and then you go around to make it again, and it's like, oops.
I have 3 of them sitting in my cupboard. I have 3 in my cupboard right now. I got to taste them every time when I think I'm going to use them first, because I can't remember what the profile is, you know. Oh no, that's not going to work in cinnamon rolls. We're not going to do that.
It was one thing that I did, like when I did Tanny's crumb for the crumb chicken, that this particular blend that he absolutely loves. Okay. And it doesn't matter how many times I make it, he will have it every day. If I made it every day for him, he would eat it every day, and he would be fine with it.
Right.
But he looked at me, and I was like, is it okay? Like the first time I made it, and I said, is it okay? And he goes, there's something in that, and I don't know what it is. Well, I'd grabbed the wrong jar. I thought I'd grabbed the dried parsley. I hadn't grabbed the dried parsley. I grabbed the methy, which is dried fenugreek leaves.
What is fenugreek? I've heard it, but I can't remember.
A lot of people know fenugreek as the seeds, which are ground down to make curry powder. But in India and in Pakistan and places like that, they use the whole plant. So the methi is dried fenugreek leaves, and it's got that slight, I don't want to say curry flavor to it, but that's literally what it is. You've got that flavor that you get in curry, and you just sit there and go, oh, that's curry.
Right, because your guys
without it being curry or anything like that. It's just got one of those flavors that you think, oh, that's different.
Well, see, for a lot of us here in the U.S., when you say curry, we're not necessarily thinking about what you guys talk about curry, because you guys have so many versions of curry. But there's a standard staple kind of in it, flavor-wise, right?
Can be, yeah.
Okay.
But it's just that, you know, say, for example, you had 5 sauces in front of you, okay? And one of them is a curry one. The instant you would know that it was a curry one, because there is that curry flavor to it.
Right.
And that goes across every single curry that you have. Doesn't matter what the heat, doesn't matter anything else. And you'll find that the flavor is fenugreek.
I've noticed with turmeric, it's kind of like that. The longer it's in something, the more you get an actual turmeric flavor, where you wouldn't if it was just turmeric by itself.
Well, that's the same with any kind of, like, if you look at making stews and things like that, it's always better the next day.
Right. That's a
good point. Because the flavor had time to develop. And that's the same with curries. That's the same with anything, any kind of sauce or anything like that you're doing. But yeah, this crumb mix, I have to remember now, needs to have methi in it. It has to have dried fenugreek leaves.
Right.
And it's like, because I put them with basil.
I love it when you say basil. Basil.
What is basil?
It's basil.
Only if you're nasal.
What? What did you say?
I said only if you're nasal.
Oh no, that's different.
But yeah, so you know, you can see what I was going for. I was going for the basil. I put powdered onion and powdered garlic in it, and then it was supposed to be parsley, but no, it ended up being messy, and it just turned into something else. But that works.
Annette says basil.
Yeah, no, that's the American way of saying it, love.
Rena LaRue says basil.
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 Yeah, it's not spelled basil. E-A-S-I-L. This is the aluminium argument.
Aluminum.
Yes, it is.
Not aluminium.
Aluminium is how they tend to say it in the UK and in Australia, but it's not, because there's not an extra I.
Don't laugh. She's from another place, so.
You guys have just added a Y into basil. That doesn't exist.
But there's no Z in it, and you pronounce it with a Z. There's an S in it.
Don't?
Basil. Basil. Z.
And?
That's a Z,
it's
not
like
an S.
Is it a kicking K or a curly C? C and K sound the same.
I know care or kick very far, so it doesn't matter to me.
I really don't give a flying hoopla, to be fair.
Tom says, forget about it.
I
know, right? Oh, and then you got people like Michelle that are on, and Jenny Scratch Made Kitchen. They're on the Mexican oregano train.
Oregano?
Mexican oregano. Or oregano.
Oregano, yeah.
Yeah, we call it oregano. But I kind of get it now, because we here in Washington, most of us here in Washington will say Oregon. And then you'll get people that'll be Oregon.
No, it's Oregon.
It's
two
Oregon.
Different words.
It's not Oregon. There's no E at the end of the N.
Oregano.
Oregano. Hello, Skinner Farms. Thank you for coming in.
You guys are weird.
Well, we eat cookies, you eat biscuits, so you know anything's possible.
Well, from what I hear, you eat biscuits too, but we have scones.
Scones have fruit in them here, sister, and they're
well, you can put cheese in scones, mate.
Not over here. They typically don't. It's fruit usually.
Oh, what is the matter with you? No.
You take a scone, cut it in half, slather butter and jam on it. That's a scone, not a biscuit.
You do not put butter on a scone. You do not. It is jam and cream.
No.
Yeah. No, you do not put butter on a scone. Oh my God. Oh.
You would have the king rolling over in his bed if you said that.
Oh. No butter on scones. What is that about?
Butter all the way, sister.
No, not at all.
And homemade jam, of course. You know that.
Yeah, jam and cream, absolutely.
Okay, so we agree on that anyway.
Preferably clotted cream.
But we're not putting cream on. We're putting butter.
Well, then you're just weird and unnatural, and stop ruining good food.
And then I think you call crumpets, we call English muffins.
No, they're a completely different thing.
Okay.
Crumpets are crumpets. They're like a thick pancake that's only been cooked on one side.
Oh, that's right. You told me that before. I forgot.
Okay, so a muffin is a flatbread kind of.
Have you seen the Muffin Man? The Muffin
Yeah,
Man.
that one. But you cut it, you toast it, you cut it in half and toast it. I mean, you can eat them fresh if you wanted to, but
yeah, they taste different.
Yeah.
Much better with slathered butter and jam on.
Oh yeah, you can have butter and.
Oh, now you like butter
on muffins? Absolutely, you can, but just not on scones. It's just not on
Scones.
not
That's
right.
where my butter's going. Yep.
No.
And
Not
every
unless
time
it's
I
a
do that,
flavouring one.
every time I do that, I would say, "Here you go, BLOO. Somebody take a picture." I'm plastering that on my community tab.
I mean, the worst part about it is over here there are literal fights that break out over the correct way to eat scones.
Okay, I think that's a little overboard.
Well, it depends. I mean, like, there's the argument of whether you put the cream on first or the jam on first.
Well, I don't put cream on, so I wouldn't be in that argument.
But, you know, there are literal fights that break out over
So you're telling me when I come to UK, do not repeat to anybody that I put butter on my scones?
No, I really upset everybody. I've been known to upset everybody and put jam on one side, cream on the other, and just go to shut them up. And they're just like, what did you do? Yeah.
It's going in your gullet, not theirs.
Yeah. I've just sat there and gone, it comes out the same way. So, you know.
Skinner, to answer the question, it's not that you missed anything. You just walked in at the wrong time, I think, more than anything.
But it's like, you know, I mean, like, and people have said, yeah, but, you know, well, you put the cream on the wrong way. So I've just gone. I won't tell you what I said to them after I gave it to them.
You froze up. We didn't hear what you just said.
Yeah, no. So basically, someone, you know, said, "Oh, but you put the cream and the jam the wrong way around when I put them together." So I flipped it round and gave it to them.
And how'd that go?
Well, they didn't like what I had to say when I gave it to them.
You cracked me up. You're funny.
Might have ended it might have started with a word that sounds a little similar to fudge, and it might have ended in off.
Well, just so you know, Laurie, it's not a bunch of folks arguing about pronunciation. It's two friends complicating things to no end so that it makes it even harder of a decision to make. That's what we do.
Yeah. You know, I mean, this isn't arguing. This is bantering. You know.
I don't think we've ever argued, have we?
We
disagreed, but we've never argued, I don't think.
I think we have disagreed, but then we've gone, like, because we are grown-up adult people, we can actually listen to each other. And we may still not agree, but at least we've listened to each other and we know where each other stands.
Right.
You know, so, and that's okay, because that's what grown-ups do.
Right.
Or
what they should do.
How new generation adults do. They, like, cancel everybody because they don't agree with you. So,
is that where the term cancel culture comes in?
Yeah, that's where cancel culture comes in. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the first people that I know got cancelled was Johnny Rotten. Yeah, because he called out issues with a certain well-known and very powerful celebrity at the time, and it wasn't found out until that person actually passed away that he'd been doing very naughty things, and he was not a very nice person.
Oh.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Johnny Rotten is back on top of everything again. Yeah.
So I want to go back to Annette's thing. I like pineapple on a pizza as well, my friend, but I would not put seafood on a burger.
BLOO, we have both. Hang on. Both what?
Both. I'm assuming. Well, I don't know. I'm not even going to try.
Do you bake or fry your scones? Okay, so there's two very different schools here. Scones have to be baked, but there are griddle cakes, like Welsh cakes, which are griddle cooked.
Sounds like a crumpet to me.
No, it's like a scone, but it's smaller, and I've actually got a video on them, so you can go and have a look.
I know you do.
Don't be picking on my Nana Lucy's recipes. I'll come over there. Oh, fuck
has nothing to do with Nana Lucy. I just love poking and prodding.
Yeah, I know you do. Pack it in.
I've never had a fried scone, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I can see really where dependent on. Huh?
See, fried means that you have to add a load of fat to it, right? To do that. It's not. It's kind of like dry cooked on the griddle, but really slowly.
Yes.
No, they're not keto. They could be made keto.
Yes.
But
scones over here when I was a kid. When I was a kid, with scones over here reminded me of when I was a younger kid and my mom started using Bisquick for the biscuit. Just roll with this conversation because I know it's going to irritate you. Just hold on. When my mom would make Bisquick biscuits and they would dry out, it almost reminded me of a scone, except the scones were a little bit, they had more of a crispy top to them versus a biscuit. That's just for people here. I don't even know if you guys have Bisquick to know what I'm talking about. So
we don't, because we don't make what you call biscuits.
No, you call those cookies.
No, what you call biscuits, we don't make those because they're made with buttermilk, and buttermilk is not a thing over here.
No. Some people make buttermilk biscuits. We use bread dough and make rolls out of them. That's what we do.
Okay.
But see, or you can go to the store.
Yeah. Sorry. It's just not something we typically use over here, so it's not something that we would have on the shelves.
Well, maybe you should try.
I have seen Bisquick, and I've seen it in the import shops where the sweeties are, but I don't get past the sweeties to get to the things like that. And that's where I find I that's every now and again I'll get a jug of Aunt Jemima's because yeah.
And I'm with Lori. I typically actually use regular milk for mine. Mine's not a buttermilk. Unless I want to make buttermilk biscuits, then I will do it that way. But I don't typically.
Yeah. Well, hang on. We've got stuff going on in chat here.
Yeah, I want to know what a picklet is.
Pikelet.
What the heck is that? I've never seen that.
A pikelet is what is originally known as a drop scone or a small pancake about that size.
That's called a pancake then.
Yeah, it's only a little one though, but over here we call them like drop scones or pikelets because a pancake over here is a crepe.
Okay, a crepe is a crepe though over here.
Yeah, but we don't call them crepes because that's French.
You guys want too much ownership. That's what your problem is.
Pretty much. Okay, but pikelets are what you made for kids when they came home from school. You do
like Lori said, flapjacks.
No, flapjacks are different again. Okay, so there's two different types of flapjacks. One that's like a granola bar. That's a flapjack. Definitely in Australia, that's a flapjack.
Same as that's not something we make here.
Well, yeah, that's like a kind of a soft granola bar. Would be a flapjack, right?
No, it's not. It's a. Why do you call it that? That is not what it's called.
But if you're talking about pancakes that are flapjacks,
yes, TJ's right. Silver dollar pancakes.
They've got no dairy in them. They're just flour and water and sugar, and that's it.
Okay, we don't put any sugar in ours. I mean, some people do.
Poor man's pancakes is what that is.
That's a pancake.
That's poor man's pancakes. Water, flour, and a little bit of sugar. So they're what we call flapjacks.
Okay. I'm going to leave it at that because I think I'm just confusing the situation a little.
Yes, TJ, they're silver dollar pancakes.
Yes.
Yeah. Tom's ringing over. Out. Yeah. But no, pikelets are a little bit closer to what you guys would call pancakes, but they're, as TJ said, silver dollar pancakes. Okay, so they're the little ones they're kid sized, you know, so they can pick them up and just have a little bit of something.
I just do it this way. We're having pancakes and eggs for dinner, maybe some bacon. Jade and Isaiah and Patty, do you want your small ones or not? They say yes, and then they're all pancakes. I just make smaller ones.
That's okay.
I don't call them pikelets.
It's not pikelets. It's pikelets.
Pikelets. Sorry.
Pikelets.
I was trying to read it and say it at the same time. Sorry.
I know. Pikelets.
Lordy. Yeah. And all Teresa can do is sit there and laugh.
Yeah, because she will, and that's fine.
See you later.
There are so many names of similar things, and it is crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
Yes.
Signing off, watching the footy. Oh, wow. Okay. Have fun, Annie. Oh, my God.
What is the footy?
Aussie rules football.
I kind of wonder. Yeah.
It's either Aussie rules or it'll be the rugby, but I think it's the wrong time of year for rugby.
Okay.
Oh, it could be because it's winter over there, isn't it?
Well, she likes her sports, so there you go.
She does. She does. Yeah.
We just explained it, Lori. Hopefully you caught that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now that we've talked about everything that's not, which we once thought was.
Well, the whole idea is this, right? It's all part of the same thing, isn't it? Right. So we're doing collaboration. It's to learn about people's cultures and what they eat and all that kind of stuff. But what we've been doing is discussing the way that different cultures use the same word for something completely different.
But that's kind of exactly why I went down that road, because that is the point of what we're trying to say. Just because we call it something doesn't mean another country doesn't call it something else.
Well, exactly. I mean, you say tomato, we say tomato.
That's exactly what Tom just put in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is why a collab about foods around the world is great for viewers to see. Absolutely.
It is.
Because it is our differences. Everyone seems to, you know, focus on the differences, and they don't want to focus on the similarities. And when you really look at the similarities between us and a different nation, it's all the same.
Yes, I agree.
You know, we're all the same. We're just human beings trying to bumble around and do all the same stuff. We might do it a little bit differently. We might say different words for the same thing, but, you know.
Yes, Michelle, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's the same thing, only different, but it's the same thing, and that's the part that we need to remember.
Yep.
You know?
I think the exposure for a lot of us will be, at least for me, it's going to be welcome, because I want to get to know these countries and their ways of doing things and style and cuisines and things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be great, and I think everybody should enjoy it. So
absolutely. And the thing is, for me as well, I know there's a lot of channels out there that get quite cross with me because I don't watch as much as they would like me to. But I tend to watch a lot of channels that are from different countries doing the same kind of things, because I'm learning from them on how they're doing things, because they've been doing it for centuries the same way. You know, there's no one telling them up in the mountains how to smoke meat. There's no one telling them up in the mountains how to water bath can anything. There's no one up in the mountains telling them that they can't make cheese that way. They've been doing it for so long that it's part of their DNA. And I would rather learn from people like that, you know, than someone that comes across and starts waving pieces of paper in my face.
Right.
You know, because of something that was written 50 years ago. And that's my personal thing. But, you know, I do watch other channels as well, and I do watch a lot of you guys as well, but it's like I do it when I can.
Right.
Because otherwise, if I did watch everyone all the time, I wouldn't have chance to do my own stuff.
Right. No, I get it. I understand it wholeheartedly.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm a shush now.
Oh, don't shush. Mon Pa Kettle.
Kettle movies. What are these?
You have to look it up.
Oh, what?
What?
There's heaps of them.
Yes, there is. They're old movies about how people got through life, more or less. Back in the day. With humor.
There's 10 of them.
If you can, go watch them.
I'm going to see if I can find them now. You guys have started something.
Rabbit Hole 278 for the day.
Rabbit Hole number 278.
She's only been awake for 2 hours, guys.
Yeah. Annie, there's 3 countries that still use pounds and ounces. Yeah, most of the rest of the world has gone metric. But yeah, they're the ones that do pounds and ounces. TJ says they're on YouTube. Right, I'm going to have to write those down.
So, according to Google, the U.S., Liberia, and Myanmar are the 3 countries that still use pounds and ounces.
Yep.
Canada has a mix, but their official is standard.
Okay, so the UK used to be, and Australia used to be pounds and ounces, but halfway through our schooling, Gen X kids had to flip over to metric. So, which is why we can do both.
That out. Help.
So we did both. We're the one generation that did both. We're the one generation that did a lot of boths.
Yes.
Whether it was miles and kilometers or whatever. But we tended to do both. So,
would you guys be tested on both?
No. Because once one was out, the other was in. And you had to know the other to be able to pass. So I can swap. I mean, I there are times when I literally will, in one sentence, change inches, centimeters, meters, yards, and feet.
Right.
In the same sentence, talking about the same thing. Since I was overweight, I meant metric. That's probably not in your best interest.
Give me just a second.
Oh, bless. Honey, I think we're the last of enough of the seconds. Oh my gosh.
Well, it's been cool. I'm glad we got a chit chat.
Yeah, it was fun. It has been fun, you know.
Thank you guys all for coming in. You guys just make this fun. You do.
Yes.
And hopefully, I think we're done primarily, unless something comes up not foreseen. I think I'm done now canceling lives. I think I'm to a point where I can function.
So you're all bet you're reasonably fitter than you were.
Reasonably is a very loose term, but I will use it right now. Yes.
I did get your email, Tom. I got it like 2 minutes before we went live, and I couldn't answer you straight away, but I will be. But yes to all of it. It's fine. Yeah.
And I would love to announce to everybody this Tuesday on Game Night with Kettle Kitchen and Vanna Mouse Toes, the Sunday dinner chef will be joining us as the contestant.
Wow.
So stay tuned, join in, watch.
Yes.
Let's see if we can kick some butt.
Yeah.
He's got to beat Carly. He's got to beat Stephanie. And now he's got to beat Michelle. So.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to be talking to him on his Mr. Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook channel on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Well, it'll be Sunday night for you guys. It will be Monday morning for me.
I will try. If I don't have anybody hogging my time up, I will come watch it because I would love to see that. So
fun and games.
Yes, lots of fun and games.
Lots of fun and games.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm still trying to get TJ or Lori to jump on the game night with us, but I don't think they will. Anyways. Anything else for the good of the order, my friend?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
All right.
You know.
Well, I would love to
poodling along, doing my stuff.
Okay.
Videos are coming out now, so you know.
Are you trying to tell everybody have patience? You're getting your things out there.
I am getting my stuff out there. Yes. Over this last, so just had 2 weeks. So over the next 5 weeks, I'm slowly going from, I wanted to take 7 weeks to be starting to put videos out on a daily. And each one comes from a different area of self-reliance. So, you know, yeah. So each day is a different topic.
There you go. All right. Anybody waiting for their dates for the August, The World Is Your Dinner Plate collaboration? Those will be going out tomorrow. So
yes,
I'll try to have them out in the morning for you guys, so you got plenty of time to look at them. If you have any questions,
okay. I won't be reading it till Monday.
Okay, that's fine.
That'll work. Once I finish here, I am off the clock.
Yes.
Yes. I switch off.
I want to tell everybody thank you for coming in. BLOO, thank you for coming in as always. Thank you to anybody that modded. We appreciate it. And everybody be safe and have a good time, please. That's what it's all about.
Take care.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.